Hi guys, and welcome to today's tutorial on aerial photographs. In today's tutorial we're going to look at drawing sketch maps using an aerial photograph. Please remember to check out one of my videos on our website examrevision.ie. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at examrevision4u. Okay, so when we're drawing sketch maps from aerial photographs, first of all, we usually work out if it's an oblique photograph or if it's a vertical photograph. So this picture here, there's no horizon in the background, so it's going to be an oblique photograph. We can also see the size of the building, so that definitely indicates to us that it's an oblique photograph. Now, what we have to do is we have to split this into 9 different sections. Okay? So we have to create 9 different zones. So we'll do 2 lines horizontally and 2 lines vertically to create these 9 different zones. And a good rule that I use is whatever distance is from here to here, okay, so the width of it from here to here, I measure that with my ruler, and whatever it is, I divide by 3. So say if this was 21 centimeters from that point to this point, well, that would mean that every 7 centimeters I should draw a line. And then what you got to do is you got to get the length, okay, so from that point to this point, and you got to divide it by 3 again. So I measure with my ruler from here all the way up to here, and whatever distance that is, if it's 15 centimeters, then that'll be 5 centimeters each, or if it's 18, then it'll be 6. And even if you measure from that point to that point and it worked out to be maybe 17 centimeters, you still just divide it by 3, and then that would work out to be 5.6 centimeters each one. And then what you do is you get your line, you draw your lines, 2 lines down, so 2 lines vertically and 2 lines horizontally across. So as you can see, I've now drawn 2 lines vertically down, and I've broke this into 3 different sections. I'll have to draw the same thing across here where I've got it marked. Okay, so that's the first thing that I will do with my sketch map. And now I have to look at drawing a sketch map. So what I will do is I will draw out my sketch map, and I will make it smaller than the actual photograph, just like we would do with an ordnance survey map. Okay, so when I'm drawing my photograph, I don't want it to be the same size, my sketch, as the photograph. So usually what I do is I usually just half the distance from that point to that point, just half the distance, and from that point to that point, and just make this half the size of the photograph. And then what I'll do is I will divide it into 9 different zones. So I'll go measure from there to there, divide by 3, and do 2 vertical lines down. From there to there, divide by 3, and do my 2 horizontal lines across. So now I've drawn my sketch map. Now there's 3 different things that you must put on a sketch map. Okay, and these things are a title, a key, and a frame. Now, with the title you can just call it oblique photograph. So that can be your title, oblique photo. With your key, you must do the key maybe below it. And then you've also got the frame, which we've drawn around here. So we have our frame. So we've got now our 3 things. And what you'll be asked in the junior certificate examination is to put certain things into your sketch map. So the first one might be a swimming pool. Okay, so you might be asked to put a swimming pool in. And what I'll do is I'll draw a swimming pool here and a little one here. Okay, so I write pool and my key, and I must have it the same. So it must be the same, drawn in my key. You might be asked to put in some residential houses. So if you're asked to put in some residential houses, you might put them up here. And then again, in your key, houses, and you will draw in what you've in the key, the same as you've got in the photograph. So I can see that thing there is the houses, and it can be found up here. You might be asked to put in a road, so you'll get the road and you put the road in. And there you go. So you won't get any marks until you put the road in the key. Same. If you want, you could put it like that. Okay, so that's how we draw a sketch map. First of all, we'll divide our photograph into 9 different zones. Then we will draw our sketch map. It has to be smaller than the actual photograph. So a good thing that you can do is just divide it by 2 and just get half the size of it. It doesn't have to be half the size though, it could be like 3/4 the size. Draw your oblique photograph, your sketch, and then you must break that up into 9 different zones, and then you draw whatever you're asked to draw on the junior certificate examination paper. Okay, so we've come to the end of this short tutorial on drawing sketch maps from aerial photographs, whether it be an oblique photograph or whether it be a vertical photograph. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and learned from this tutorial. If you'd like some more videos, please check out our website examrevision.ie. Also, if you'd like to keep up to date with all the latest videos that I post, and as I post them, all you've got to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on Exam Revision and then just hit the red button subscribe, and that way you can keep up to date with all the latest videos that I post. And you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram, as I release tweets and posts on Instagram regularly on new videos that I've uploaded. Thank you.